are live here on the floor of the AIBC Summit. Their first time in Dubai. Of course, everybody is here. Sir Anthony Ritossa, of course. We just had the pleasure of meeting and invited him over here. Some great photos. A man that has really transformed the investment, the family office space here in Dubai. A pleasure. Thank you so much for sitting down with us. And of course, I have with me Mru Patel and Jane King, the Jane King as well. So different people will be leading throughout, but Sir Ritossa, tell me a little bit about what brought you here to Dubai and how the landscape of family office has changed over the years.
Great question, thank you. I actually first came to Dubai 8 years ago, and it was because of a conference I was invited to speak at. Came with my wife, we fell in love with Dubai. Each year we're spending more and more time here, and now the whole family's based here, our conference is headquartered here, our family business, investment holding company, our family office is also here. And I did my very first conference here in Dubai 6 years ago. And since then we've grown to be the world's largest gathering of family wealth. We just did an event here in Dubai last month where we had over $4.5 trillion worth of family wealth.
That's with the T.
It was under the patronage of the UAE Ministry of Economy, which was great to have their support. And we're seeing a lot more family offices actually coming to move to be headquartered here in Dubai, move their families here, and we're filling up. It's great culture, fantastic leadership, great lifestyle, really good decision making from the government level as well. And these days is the place to be.
It really is. They brought everybody here. You know, my brother actually was going to go into Holland and spend some time. They wouldn't let him in. They wouldn't let him in. So Europe is closed. A lot of different countries are closed. The UAE is open, guys. Dubai is open. They're open for business. The visas, they fast track the visas. They really want to do business, and it's a wonderful place. You hear it right from the horse's mouth, as they say. I know you have an event coming up month, or in about a month. Tell us a little bit about that.
So it's our 15th anniversary Global Family Office Investment Summit. It's in Monte Carlo. It's great to have the support of Prince Albert with his high patronage as well, and we're having delegates coming from all around the world. It's good to see that Monaco's open. They just did their Formula One this last weekend, and so looking forward to seeing you in Monaco as well.
Looking forward to it as well. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm just curious how wealthy families look at Bitcoin, blockchain in general. Has it taken a while to warm up? What kind of investments are they looking to make in this space?
That's another really good question. So it was in 2017, we were the very first family office conference organizer to include digital assets and related ecosystems within a conference agenda. And so a lot of the family offices are actually very early adopters of different technologies, different investment opportunities. So now there's more and more that are warming up to it, that are actively participating in it. And it's one of our biggest investment themes at all the conferences that I host now.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Nice to see you again. On stage, off stage. Last time in Dubai, before there was lockdown, we sat next to each other in World Blockchain Summit, I think November 2019, and soon after that, it was all gone. My thing about working with you guys is, how do you really think the family offices nowadays have embraced investing into these sorts of blockchain startups? Because in the early days, you have to meet them 3, 4, 5 times to get the trust, the loyalty, or whatever you call it, with the people, because they tend to be what I call a little bit more risk averse for obvious reasons. And now, do you feel they're getting a little bit into 1%, 2% of the wealth to say, let's risk some in these sorts of opportunities?
That's another great question. So at the end of the day, whether it's family offices or whoever the investors might be, They're essentially investing in the people behind that investment opportunity. And so whether it's on the startup, on the blockchain side and so forth. So there's definitely more and more traction. Also, a lot of the family office investors that come to my summits, not just my summits, but in general, they've created their world in their current lifetime because they've taken a chance themselves on their own businesses and created that world. So there's a little bit there that always that they shine to people starting their own business as well, or startups and so forth.
But there is a kind of like a big ticket type of an entry, or softly put your little toe in. How's it going now?
I think it depends on the underlying investment opportunity itself.
But they are now at least getting into it. Fantastic.
We've had like a good
How much have you placed so far in that? Should you be able to say it?
Good example. So at our conferences that we've hosted over the last 12 months, live in-person events, we've seen collectively over those 4 conferences over $1 billion go into various investment projects.
Yeah, I know.
And most of them actually being startups as well.
Yeah, I know. I spoke to Vanessa, I think a few months ago, and she gave me some mind-blowing figures how it's growing now in terms of, at least testing the market, which is fantastic, obviously. But for the region, what you're doing, what I find amazing is now it's not only go and see Anthony Ritossa for this family office investment. You're like Monte Carlo, Monaco, doing things all over the place. But do you find that now it's growing to a level where you're going to encroach more into this space now as well, or just the traditional spaces? Because this is where it's really exciting for this region.
You mean the space in the...
Or the whole blockchain, GCC for blockchain, NFT, DeFi, all that sort of stuff. And you find there's going to be more and more traction going there?
Absolutely. And you can see particularly here, like the UAE's become like a hub, not just for like blockchain startups and opportunities,
that's
but
what I'm
across the
saying.
board.
A lot.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot.
And you can see here with the news that came out with DMCC providing a license.
Yeah, I'm going for that as well. Putting my foot in it to trial it out. DMCC going blockchain and crypto-based licensing. So let's see. It's been a long time waiting.
Dubai, UAE's open for business.
Yes.
They've been really sensible about how they've managed the whole process.
Yes.
A lot of
absolutely
businesses, we're
exciting.
seeing a lot of business owners as well, a lot of family offices coming here. And so it's been, it's become really fantastic to see what's been happening.
Thanks for coming and seeing us. I know you said around there, don't usually talk at my own places, but thank you very much. Thank you. And it's really great to see you to at least take some words when you said, no, I won't do that. Thank you, please. Thank you very much. Bruce, you want to make some closing remarks with Jane?
I look forward to Monte Carlo, of course. So are you normally spending your summers in Europe and your winters here? Is that the new snowbird, as they call him?
So that's how it originally started.
Yeah.
We were coming here initially because of the great weather.
Yeah.
And so we reached the tipping point to be based here more because we're spending more time here. And with the Monaco event coming up next month, we spend a little bit of time in Europe preparing for it as well.
Of course.
But now, and it echoes with my life as well, it's like we feel like our home is in Dubai now.
Right.
It's really good.
It is absolutely amazing. Guys, they give you a straight line to the government as well. Like I said, fast-track visas, whatever you want, they're really working well with you. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Awesome.